Welcome to the Baker and Tymo Show. My name is Tymo, and this is episode 8 of the Big Damn Team Challenge. Now, when we finished up last time, we had just taken care of our second entry draft in the team's history. We didn't do too well in that draft. The season before, we did just barely make the playoffs with a 43, 35, and 4 record for 90 points total. That obviously took us out of the running in the draft lottery. So we ended up with a pretty late pick, and the best player that we managed to get out of that draft was actually a 62 overall Jeff Claremont. He's 18 years old. We've got him playing on our second line right now with a little bit of chemistry, but like I said, he's only a 62 overall. Obviously, the big challenge here was to draft a player that was 6'4" or larger. That is the end goal, of course, in this challenge, is to have players on the team that are 6'4" or larger. So, unfortunately, that kind of hampered us a little bit. And then what we took care of was adding a player in the free agency. We did manage to add Tyler Myers back. So we lost Myers early last season. Maybe not early, but about halfway through our first season as a team. And now we brought him back, and look, we got some great chemistry going, so I'm really happy about that. The playoffs last year didn't go too well for us, and defense might have been part of that. Game 1 against Chicago, who had a really good regular season record, we took it to them. We beat them. And then our Lord and Savior, Mr. Joe Thornton, got hurt, and that was the end of it for us. So, also, what we got to see in the end of our last episode was the preseason. You might remember me being very excited about this upcoming season, because take a look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but we had an 8-0 record in the preseason. I don't know what is going on with that, but we did. Oh, sorry, 7-0. 7-0, I can't count. 7-0. Nonetheless, and look at the scoring too. We had a 9-7 win, a 6-2 win, a 5-3 win, a 4-1 win. I mean, the lowest scoring game we had was the last one, and it was 3-2. So if that doesn't give you something to be excited about with this team, I don't know what does. Other bright points from last season was that in our first entry draft, we did manage to draft a kid named Moritz Seider. You might have heard of him. Plays for Team Germany in the IIHF World Juniors right now. He's a good player, and I just want to take a look at him quick. We'll show you him. Okay, so Seider, 73 overall. He's 6'4", 198. He could probably put on a little bit of weight, but that's not going to happen in this game. But what I'm hoping for is that he'll actually develop down here. We don't have a lot of prospects down in the minors, so I'm hoping that Seider and Claremont will develop a little bit. So aside from that, I think the only other thing that I might want to do is take a little look at the point leaders from last year. Take a look at our team and see how they did, just as a little refresher for you guys and myself. I mean, right now it's going to do this because we haven't played anything yet, so I guess I can't. I guess I have to wait, because what I was going to do is show you career stats, and I thought that would work, but I guess we need to have at least a game played. So if that's the case, I think what we should do is just get this sucker going, get this season underway. So we're going to sim some games here. I figure, I don't know, we'll go ahead about this far, about a month. We'll see what it says after that. Then we can take a look at some of the points and everything, and we'll go from there. So we get a 3-2 win, overtime win to start, and then a 3-2 shootout win. So we're undefeated so far. We do want to see these central scouting rankings, but I don't think we need to see them just yet, so I'm going to hold off. 5-2 win, and then a 4-1 loss, and then another win. We're doing really good here. We're obviously picking up where we left off in the preseason. 5-1-0. Wow, I can't believe what's going on with this team right now. This is really impressive. Zadorov is out with an injured stomach. I don't even I saw this recently in our when Baker and I were playing a little bit of franchise mode, and I was like, an injured stomach. What does that even mean? What happened to you? Did you take a shot to the stomach? But thankfully we have some depth. We have Alexiak that we can just slot in there. Obviously that hurts a little. That hurts a little bit in terms of chemistry. But I don't know if we have another option. I don't want to risk changing up the chemistry too much between the lines that do have good chemistry. No, we can't do it. I don't think we can do it. That'd be a little bit better, but then we're rocking Burns on the third line. I think we're just going to keep rolling with the bottom line with bad chemistry. It might be the wrong move, But, I mean, actually, we lose 8-5 immediately. Chason goes down too with an injured ankle, a sprained ankle. Well, hopefully he won't be gone for too long, although that was our line that had the best chem. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Hayes is going to go up. We'll just move Hansel up as well. And then we'll throw in Sanford. Oh, nope, can't throw in Sanford. My bad. Almost screwed everything up there. Ooh, okay. Well, options. Time to call somebody up. Time to call somebody up. Who do we have in the minors that can be called up? Already being plagued by injuries early this year. I think we can call him up. He's got a one-way contract, which has me a little bit worried, but he's 6'6". He doesn't put up a lot of points. Power forward. That's kind of the right fit. Bring up a big boy. We'll get back into our lines. Edit this up real quick. Alright, so, like I said, we're going to move Hayes up. We're going to move Hansel up, and then we'll slot him in right here. And then we'll just call that a day. It's unfortunate that we're already being, you know, slowed down this much by injuries. But look at that. Chemistry's still good. Looking alright. Aside from, obviously, our defense. That first game went really poorly. I'm almost thinking about doing this just to save face. I don't know. Can I swap both of these now? No, it just doesn't work, eh? Doesn't work. I mean, we're going to miss the +3, but I think ultimately having the -2 it was a huge detriment in the first game. So as soon as we got them back, we'll be good to go. I'll do best lines. Actually, this year I don't think we can do best lines in the minors because we do have our players that we want to develop, and I think if I do best lines, they might not get in there where we want them. Okay, so we'll throw. No, Claremont's not going to mix. Ultimately, I'm more concerned about finding players that will give us good chemistry. We're actually a little weak there by the looks of things. That's not great. Swap him with Fair. Fair gets the negative though. Maybe we can do a little swap here. Nope, that only gets worse. I mean, I don't want our top line to be hurting that much, but if I tried to switch the whole line, I know it still wouldn't work out. There we go. We'll do that for now. We have Franz Nielsen in our system still, which is really funny, but he's there. He's not big enough to be there either, technically, but I don't really care. If it's in the minors, I don't think it's an issue. That's not part of this challenge. So, that's the way I'm looking at it. Alright. Slot somebody in here. I think we'll go with Reinhardt. Slot Reinhardt in there. He's a defenseman. He'll be sound. Alright, there we go. Most of our team in the minors is a giant team, by the way. It's only, honest to God, I think it's only Franz Nielsen. Right away, I'm really glad that we did make that switch. You can see we got a 5-2 win after that big 8-5 loss. So, Chason's back and ready for the lineup. Okay, so we got to do some roster moves again. It was obviously a pretty weak injury, so we're going to have to send down... Here, we can send down... We had somebody called up who was a... Didn't we have somebody who was a 54? No, that was in the minors. Okay, so we'll send down McCarron, I guess. See you later, pal. Alright. Hopefully he didn't get claimed. Doesn't look like he got claimed, so that's good. We'll edit our lines, get Chason back in the mix, which is good because that was screwing our chemistry up a little bit. So Hansel goes back down, Hayes goes down, Chason goes in. Zadorov seems to be healed up too. Not quite enough that he'll be 100%, but I think I want to risk it because I'd rather get back to having that awesome chemistry for that second line. So Zaddy's back in. We're good to go. Alright, so pressing forward, we have a 7-2-0 record to start here. Antha wants some ice time, it looks like. Okay, what's up? Right now, he's playing 53 minutes. Okay, he doesn't feel like it's enough, given his abilities. I think I'll just agree with him. This is usually the best route. You just agree. You make the change. and hopefully the morale pays off in the end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap. We're gonna stop the oh, look at that, it gained some morale. That's nice. We're gonna stop that sim. There we go. Stopped it. Gonna edit the lines, get Mantha up on that top line. Because what I've noticed personally is that if you try to do any changes to say, oh wow, look at that. I like it. That's actually not bad. But if you try to make any changes to like your power play or special teams or anything like that to get them that extra ice time, it does not appease them. So, but look at that. We got a +3 on the chemistry on that second line. So, you know what, Mantha? Maybe that's going to work out. Look at that. We got an 8-2-0 record to start the season. Now what we can do is take a look at some of those stats like I was saying. So last year, let's see who's leading the team this year. Apparently Brent Burns is doing really well. 19 points. That +3 chemistry on the second line is killing it for him. 19 points in 10 games played. Clarence Pete picking up where he left off with 13 points in 10 games, although he had a lot of goals last season. That's what I really want to see, is the full career stats, because the kid had 52 goals in his rookie season. Obviously brought home the Calder. 52 goals, 27 assists for 79 points total in his first season. Like, I mean, it's incredible. Who else do we want to look at? Thornton. Thornton was he was just incredible last year. He's still doing well this year with 10 points in 10 games. Last year, look at the man. Look what he did. 82 games played, 90 points, 75 assists. What a specialist. He's just so good. Mantha we didn't have in our system for a long time last year, but he's just under a point per game this year. We just gave him a little bit more ice time too, so who knows? Maybe that will actually benefit him. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. So, but yeah, you can see last year with us, he didn't get a lot of games played. He only got 11 games in and didn't really get himself acclimated, it seemed like. 59 games played with Detroit and 39 points, not bad. So we'll see how he does in a full season with us. And then we brought in Tyler Myers. It'll be interesting here to see how it's split up, because yeah, he started with Detroit, and then we brought him in, and then he left us, and then he came back. So just an interesting season for him. But yeah, that's basically the big boys on the team that I want to take a look at and see how they did. And so far, Burns is having a hell of a start to this season, so I'm very happy with this. I think what we can do is sim ahead maybe a little bit more. I think we're almost at that month mark where, actually, I think that's exactly where we are at the month mark. So what we're going to do to end the episode, before we do end the episode, is I'm going to actually, for once, I'm actually going to sim a game. I'm going to do commentary for the whole thing, so I hope you guys really enjoy that. We are going to sim ahead a bit further before we get into that game, just to give us a little bit something more, you know? We want to see a little bit more of how this team's doing. There you go. Anthony Mantha is very happy with us. Look at that management morale, +10. We're almost at 100. We might be over 100. Is that possible? And he gained more morale. This is going to work out perfectly. I like it. I like it. 4-0 loss, though. That's our first back-to-back losses of the season, and then we take another loss. 2-1 win finally to break him up. 9-4-1, still a good record, but I do not like seeing where our record is trending in the last 10 games. My God, what is happening? Maybe we shouldn't have gone ahead with this extra month here. 4-3 win, thankfully, to break things up. At least we get a point in the shootout loss there. We're scoring a lot. Couple wins there, which is nice to see. And then at least we get the point in the OT loss. You know, when we're losing, at least we're taking home points. So, a bit weaker than normal. That's not great to hear. That's one thing that we'll want to do before we do take a look at a sim. So, look at that. We're getting some wins here. Yep, we're fine on that front. Another loss, but it's in overtime once again. Nilsson's not big enough, I don't think. He could be, but also, do we need a backup goalie? I'll take a look. We'll take a look. We'll humor them. Right? Might as well humor them. If he's not tall enough, though, we're not humoring anything. He's 6'6". He's a big fella. He is one big fella. They want our third and our fourth for their third, and sorry, that's a 2022, so that's a year in advance for our up. And this is a weak draft coming up. We get Nilsson, Do we really need the backup goaltender? Do we really have the space? We do have some space. It is possible. Wonder if I change their pick. Like, what picks are they willing to get rid of? Is my question. What if we change it to a 6th from this year, just to give it, like, you know, give us a little something? You know what? No. I'm going to hold on to our picks. I know it's a weak draft, but I want to hold on. We are going to hold on. Look at that, another 4 or 3 to win there. Okay, so let's take a look at this, at the draft class here. They're saying it's weak. Fiddler. Fiddler on the roof, 6 feet tall. What I'm more interested in, honestly, is to see how many tall players there are. So if they're short, I'm not really going to care. We could actually get pretty strategic if there's not any, if there aren't tall enough players in like the top rounds. What we could do is trade picks away, get really creative, try to stock up on later picks, because look at this, so far we're already into 26 and we haven't seen one kid who's 6'4". That's actually very disappointing. 6'4", there we go, we finally got one. He's a gem. Our Tukin. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to take a look at this kid, and we're gonna have to pin him. He's the first one. He's like, so we'll be able to get that kid pretty much no matter what happens in the season for us. 6'3", 6'4". Here's another one. Pin him too. So that's second round, early second round, albeit. So we might, I don't know, we might have to get a little creative. Another second round player. I'm gonna have to, like I said, I got these guys pinned, so I'll make sure that we can get some scouts in the region, get them scouted. If not, we can do interviews. It's always a last-ditch effort, so. Another 6'4". Where'd he go? Right there. HC Dynamo. Look, I like it. He's playing in Extraliga. Yeah, no scouts in the region yet. So we're going to have to get some scouts in that region, which I'll do off-stream just to just make it a little bit easier. You guys aren't going to have to watch that. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, in the second round, there's a lot of 6'4" players. Second, pushing into the third round now. Well, at least it's not a complete bust. The first round is a total bust, aside from the very last pick, I think it was. So, like I said, at some point we could get creative, try to do some trades, get rid of maybe our first overall pick, trade down, which is not something that you do very often, but it looks like it might be something we have to do. So, as I was saying, what we're going to do now after it finishes simming up here is we are going to watch a game. Look at this. Looks like a great game to watch. Calgary has a terrible record. Let's back out here and see what our record in our last 10 was. We're 7-0-3 in our last 10. So we haven't lost a game in regulation in our last 10 games. That is a good trend. 16-6-4. I'm really glad that we kind of kept things the way they were. We'll take one last look at point production here. Burns is having himself a hell of a season. That's what you want to see. And actually, I wouldn't mind taking a look at Sider too. There you go. Clarence Pete picking up the goals again. Almost a goal per game. What is happening with this kid? 29 points through 26 games. Thornton keeping it up with those assists. The kid's a stud. Look at that. Even Bailey, Lowry, and Chason, that second line who has that good chemistry, it's working out well. But you know what I'm really disappointed by? Mantha. What's going on with Mantha? I really thought we'd bring Mantha in and he'd be a, you know, a really good player for us, but it just doesn't seem to be going that way. And our goaltending is pretty much what you'd expect. Not great. I wasn't expecting them to be great though, so. Alright, Sider. 13 points. -3, not too bad. I like it. He's doing okay. 73 overall, still hasn't grown. What about our boy Claremont? Claremont has 5 points through 27 games. That's Nick Paul, my bad. 6 points. 6 points, 62 overall still. So, I mean, he's probably never going to be a good player for us by the looks of it, but I know Sider will be ready by the end of this season for sure. He'll be ready to come up. So, like I was saying, we're going to take a nice little look at a simmed game. So it's going to be short periods, but I'm going to do commentary for it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll do a little outro after that game. So get ready for some sweet commentary action. Hello and welcome to Glasgow, Scotland, where we have a game between the Calgary Flames and the Glasgow Giants. Calgary has a 10-12-4 record to start the season, whereas the Glasgow Giants actually have 16 wins so far this year, and they have a 7-0-3 record in the past 10. Cam Ward will start for the Flames, and Jacob Markstrom will be in net for the Giants. So, without further ado, let's get this puck drop going, and let's get this game underway. Monahan on the draw against Thornton. Thornton will win that draw back to Periaco. He loses it immediately. Monahan now looking for a chance, throws that one low, an immediate rebound. Markstrom having to be sharp early here as he makes another save. Thornton will pick that up. Myers trying to get out of the zone, and he does. Mantha, who has recently moved up to the top line, dumps that one in. Hanifin gets absolutely demolished in the corner. Monahan now for the Flames and over the blue line. Passes to center ice, but that one gets picked off by Clarence Pete. Clarence Pete, the rookie sensation for the Giants last season, scoring over 50 goals in his rookie year, picking up right where he left off with already 20 this season. The Flames now with possession in the offensive zone. They try to throw one on net, but it gets picked up. Pete now working through the neutral zone. He has the puck in the offensive zone, centers that one. Myers throwing that one up top on Ward. Myers pinching there, coming in to make that play. Myers was actually traded partway through the season last year, and now he found his way back to the Giants this year in the free agency. Lowry loses that draw in the offensive zone for the Giants. The Flames heading back the other way. Pass across. Soderberg throws that one high, and Markstrom makes the big glove save. Sean Monahan with 24 points so far this season, leading the Flames. Only 2 goals though, obviously a playmaker on that team. Chason getting ready here on the left wing. Lowry takes the draw. Chason, he swoops in and picks that puck up. Chason now has it. Recently coming back from an injury. He had a sprained ankle early in the year. That one, they muscle the puck and get it back. Hamonic now working through the neutral zone. Over the blue line. Passes across to Soderberg, but that one gets intercepted. The play is broken up. Now someone trying to, and they get possession. Soderberg drops it back to Tkachuk. Tkachuk now to Soderberg, in behind the net to Backlund. Backlund circling out front, back to the point. Brody, back to Backlund. Hamonic has a look, passes it across. Nice one-timer from Tkachuk, but that one does not get through the traffic. Bailey, nice toe drag, throws that one low on net. Mantha looking for a rebound, but couldn't get it. Sorry, that was Chason. Bailey has the puck again, in over the blue line. He has some good chemistry with this second line that he's been on since Mantha got the move up. Tkachuk up, now in over the blue line, dumps that one in. Burns picks it up behind the net though. Bailey all the way across to Chason, and he dumps that one all the way down. The Giants will go for a line change here. Boyle picks that one up after a good forecheck, all the way back to the point, shot on. And the rebound was loose in front, but Kylington able to tie up his man. Jankowski now headed the other way, but he can't get in over the blue line as Hayes manages to get that one away. Boyle works his way down into the corner, drops it back to Hayes. Hayes back to the point. Zadorov to Berglund. Back to Murphy. Berglund out front, but that one gets picked off by Kylington. Kylington over the blue line. Looking for an option. He does get the puck through. Last minute of play in the first period. It's been a pretty tight period so far. Lots of back and forth action. Hansel looking for one last chance now as the Giants get a nice chance, but it goes wide. I think Ward may have had that one anyways as he covers the puck with only 0.3 seconds left to go in this first period. Brent Burns having a hell of a season so far. 32 points so far. 7 goals, 25 assists. Looking extremely good for these Giants. And that'll be all she wrote for the first period as the Glasgow Giants do not manage to get on the board, but nor do the Flames. Glasgow looking to get started in the second period with maybe a little bit more pep in their step. A lot of good chances either way. Obviously, Markstrom having to face some really good chances right off the hop there in the game. But Glasgow battling back and getting a couple of their own. Alright, we're back for the second period of action in this game between the Calgary Flames and the Glasgow Giants. Thornton's ready for the draw against Monahan, and he wins that draw back to Myers. Myers now has it in the neutral zone, passes up to Mantha. Mantha's in over the blue line, passes all the way across, but that one gets intercepted. As you can see, Periaco was pinching quite hard there, trying to get up into the play. Pete now has the puck. Sorry, that is Pete. Passes across, shot on, but that one goes wide. Myers picks it up. Periaco back to Myers. Cross for Mantha, who's now held alongside the boards. And now the Flames will come back the other way. Goudreau, Johnny Hockey himself, passes back to the point, gets it back from Brody Hamonic, tries to wind from the point, but that one cannot find the net. Lindholm picks it up out of the corner, passes one, shoots one on. Markstrom's going to smother that one, and there'll be a draw on the offensive zone for the Calgary Flames. Nice chance there earlier for the Giants as they had possession in the offensive zone not too long ago. Backlund versus Lowry on the draw. Backlund wins it in the offensive zone for the Flames. Backlund getting a nice shot on that after getting the puck back from his defenseman. Chason now in over the blue line, looking for an opportunity. It looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty on the play. Calgary Flames are going to be going on the power play. Nice spin move there by Backlund, trying to get that one through. And it looks like we've got Josh Bailey going to the box. Calling it tripping. I couldn't really see it on the replay there, but the ref must have had a better look at it than we did. Calgary going on their first power play of the evening. If they fail to win the draw, Burns will send that one all the way down to the other end. Hanifin picks it up in his own zone. That one almost intercepted. Gauthier had that one there for a second. Spezza works his way in. Backlund has it. Passes across. What a nice play. And the Flames are on the board. Jankowski gets that one off the one-timer. They get a power play goal. And they now lead this game 1-0. Jankowski's 5th goal of the season. We'll take a look at the replay here. It was a very nice passing play right off the break. And Bailey skates back to the bench with his head hung in shame. Markstrom just couldn't get across in time to cover that one. And Jankowski put that one in the perfect spot. The Flames go up 1-0 in this game. Getting ready for a face-off now at center ice. Backlund versus Lowry on the draw. Lowry wins that one back. Periaco has possession. In over the blue line. Passes across for Chason, looking for a shot, but he wasn't able to get that through. Tyler Myers now picks it up in his own zone and passes it up to Lowry. Lowry in over the blue line. Tries to center for Chason, but he's unable to get that one as it's intercepted by Calgary. Calgary in over the blue line, still has possession. Backlund to Neal. Neal firing that one low and then gets his own rebound and puts it off the post. Berglund now in over the blue line, looking for an opportunity. Holds up, looking for someone else. Myers skating all the way in, throws that one low. But Cam Ward makes an easy save. Myers trying to go 5-hole there. Didn't quite find its way through. You'll see on this team a lot, the Glasgow Giants, that their defensemen aren't afraid to get up into the rush, get involved on the offensive side of things, and that shows with Brent Burns leading their team in points. And we have another delayed penalty. It looks like it's going to be a hooking call. I didn't catch the player. Yep, a hooking call, and Calgary's going to go on their second power play of the evening. Looks like Hayes is going to be going to the box. Yeah, in today's day and age in the NHL, you just can't do that. Most of the time when you get your stick lateral like that, it's going to be a penalty. The refs caught that one. Monahan getting ready for on the draw on the offensive zone for the Flames. Oh, and they almost get another chance immediately there. You know how the last power play turned out for them. They had a very early chance and they capitalized on it. Sure, Glasgow fans will be getting a little frustrated here if Calgary does manage to capitalize again here. Lindholm trying to get that one across, but it was intercepted. I'm sure Markstrom is thankful for that. That was going to be one great chance there by the looks of things. Calgary now in over the blue line. Lindholm drives the net. That one, I'm not sure if that was a shot or if he just lost it, but Markstrom handles that one easily. And he's going to hold on to that one for a draw in the defensive zone for his team. Lowry versus Monahan on the draw. Lowry's been good this evening, but so is Monahan. Lowry wins that one. Somehow the Glasgow Giants lose the possession though. Bad pass out by Markstrom there to Chuck to Hanifin. Now a shot from the point, and that one somehow finds a way through. Lindholm firing that one through. No traffic of any kind, and Markstrom has trouble tracking that one. I think that's a puck that Markstrom needs to have. We'll take a look at the replay and see if there was something that we didn't notice from up here in the broadcast booth, but that looks like it's one that Markstrom should just have there. Pass across, one-timer from the point. It may have been tipped in front by Tkachuk, or it just may have been enough traffic that he just couldn't get his eyes on it. Or maybe it just snuck its way through. Flames now have a 2-0 lead in the second period as they capitalize on their second power play of the evening. One thing that the Giants are doing very well this evening is winning draws. Clarence Peak getting his own rebound back there behind the net. Myers now skating in, shoots low. As you can see there, Myers getting into play again. Calgary works it down in the corner and they lose the puck. Now in over the blue line. Thornton trying to get that puck back as he lost it, and he does get it back from Hamonic. Circles back. Passes back to the point. Zadorov fires high and wide. Good opportunity there. Clarence Peak steals that puck. Tries to center across for Mr. Zadorov, but he's unable to get it. Last minute of play in this second period, and the Glasgow Giants find themselves down by 2. Zadorov loses that one. Brody's going to pass it up to Connolly. Big pick by Boyle. Shoots that one low. One last chance before the end of the period on Cam Ward, as the Glasgow Giants trail by 2. We'll take a quick look at some replays here before we take a break. Here's the goal, the first goal. Just a nice rebound on the first power play opportunity. And here's the second goal. Beautiful one-timer. The Flames looking dangerous on their power play this evening. Welcome back to the third period of play between this game. That is between the Flames and the Giants. The Giants down by 2 goals after 2 periods of play. Thornton wins that draw. Myers has possession. Up to Thornton and over the blue line. Passes back to the point. Thornton gets it back. Perrier to Thornton. They're playing a little bit of catch here, it seems like. Mantha down into the corner. He gets it back though. Skates to the center. Myers tries to throw one to the front of the net. He had good puck possession and good time on attack there, but didn't make anything of it. Glasgow wants to get back into this game. They're going to have to start shooting a little bit more. Calgary now with possession. A nice one-timer opportunity from Johnny Gaudreau. But that one goes just wide. Markstrom's going to smother that one and hold on for a face-off in the defensive zone. 15 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here. Backlund versus Lowry on the draw. Lowry's been very good this evening as he wins another one after tying his man up. But Backlund gets it back somehow. Soderberg trying to throw one on, but Perrieko's big body knocked him off the puck. Now he's in over the blue line. Passes across to Myers, who throws one low. Great chance for a rebound there, but unfortunately no one was there. Tkachuk gets knocked off the puck there. Perrieko, picks it up behind his own net. Chase on now, in over the blue line. Passes across. That one doesn't find its man though. Hamonic trying to make his way out of his own zone. He passes to Giordano, and then that goes up to Hanifin. Backlund to Soderberg, Soderberg earlier, not Hannafin. Lowry back to Chason. Chason to Bailey. Bailey loses possession though as they get across the blue line. Now the Flames heading back the other way. Tkachuk tries to drop that one back, but there's no one there. Under 9 minutes left to go here. Glasgow trailing by 2. The Flames have possession, circling out of the corner. Nice shot on. Markstrom's going to stop that one as Tkachuk just throws a nice little backhand on net. Glasgow have a few games coming up here, as you can see. Never easy competition in this league, though. Even with the record that they have to start. Boyle loses that draw. They haven't lost many draws this evening, but they lose that one. Markstrom's going to hold on to that one as Brody gets a shot on net. We'll have another face-off in the defensive zone, and hopefully Boyle can win this one. Jankowski versus Boyle on the draw. Boyle ties his man up, and they do manage to get possession. Hayes all the way across for Berglund. Back to Hayes, and he shoots that one. Nice save by Cam Ward. Hayes had a really good look at the net there. Throws it high, but Ward manages to get the save. Boyle versus Jankowski on the draw again. Boyle ties his man up and wins it. Hayes trying to get a shot on, but that one doesn't find its way through, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. A tripping call against Berglund. Berglund's going to be going to the box. Third time that the Giants have been in the box this evening, and it has not worked out so well for them so far. So we'll see if the penalty killers can get to work here with only 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here. They win the draw. Struggling to get it out of their own zone here though, and they finally do. Hanzo's just going to dump that one in. Holding Hannafin up behind the boards. Behind the net, I should say. Calgary now heading back the other way. Lindholm with the puck. Passes across for Monahan. He throws that one on. Big rebound opportunity, but it goes wide. Tkachuk gets another chance there. Gothy now has the possession for the Glasgow Giants. Zadorov shoots that one, but it goes wide. The Giants actually getting some good looks at the net here, shorthanded. And they need it. Offside with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this game. Still trailing by 2. A minute and 14 left to go on the power play for the Flames. Backlund versus Lowry on the draw. Lowry has had the better of him so far this evening, but Backlund gets that one. Spezza now in over the blue line. Centers for Goudreau, throws that one on, and Markstrom with a big pad save. He's going to cover that one up and look for another draw. Markstrom has looked pretty good tonight, considering. Third time they've been on the penalty kill, and every time that they've been on the penalty kill, the Giants have faced some really good opportunities as another one makes it on net there through traffic. Markstrom making the pad save. Spezza throws that one on, circling out from behind the net. Giordano to Spezza, centers for Backlund. He tries to shoot, but Lowry snags that one from him. Gets it over the blue line. Now Zadorov into the offensive zone. Back to Clarence Pete. Rookie sensation for the Glasgow Giants last season. Zadorov now has possession of that puck. Backlund gets it back though in the offensive zone. Drops it back for Johnny Gaudreau. Giordano now has possession. Moving back to his own end, trying to regroup. 13 seconds left to go on this power play. Gaudreau across for Jankowski. Drives in. Gets a shot on, but Markstrom tracks that puck well and covers it. 3 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in this third period. Glasgow still trailing by 2. Only 6 seconds left to go on this third penalty kill of the game, though. Shots are 9-2 this period for the Flames. Make that 10-2 as Markstrom makes a giant glove save there. 1 second left. And then the Giants will have their man coming back out of the box. Berglund taking that tripping penalty earlier. Periaco tries to get it out of the zone, but the Flames get possession. And Chuck gets absolutely nailed in the corner there, having a hard time getting up. Hansel to Gauthier. They make it out of their own zone. Berglund now has the puck, but he can't get in over the blue line. Looks like this play is offside. 1 minute and 53 seconds left to go. The Giants still trailing by 2. Big hit there at the blue line. Thornton now getting ready on the draw against Monahan. And he wins that one back. Periaco in over the blue line. Centers for Mantha. Good chance there. The Giants have now pulled their goalie as we get down to the last minute of play. Mantha alongside the boards trying to find someone. He does. Clarence Pete. That's the man you want to get it to, and he has a great opportunity there, but Cam Ward coming up with a big save. 49.6 seconds left to go in this game. The fans trying to rally their troops here as they trail by 2. Lowry getting ready for the draw. 15-18 on draw so far in this game to the Giants as they lose that one, making it 15-9. That was a big draw that they needed to win. Now an uncontested chance, but he doesn't skate in far enough. The Giants pick this up in their own zone. 6 men on right now. Chase on in over the blue line. 30 seconds left to go. Tries to center that one, but it doesn't find its man. They do find it alongside the boards. Chase on with the puck. Back to the point. Periaco to Myers. Myers tries to shoot that one, but it can't find its way through. They center that puck. Bailey does have it. Thornton to Chase on. Behind the net to Lowry out front. What a chance! Glasgow could have used a little bit more of that earlier in this game. Ward has been sharp this evening, though, as he looks like he may get the shutout here with 10 seconds left to go. Boyle has been probably the weakest link in terms of draws this evening as he loses that one. 6 seconds left to go. One last chance at the empty net, and they will put it on. 2.9 seconds left. Lindholm scoring on the empty net to make this 3-0. The fans here in Glasgow not very happy. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes sometimes. When your team is hot, you have to fall at some point. The Giants haven't lost a single game in regulation in their past 10 games. But they lose this one here. 3-0 to the Calgary Flames. 2.9 seconds left to go. We'll have a draw, and then we'll do our outro here. We'll wish you all a fine evening. Thank you so much for tuning into this game. We're hoping for a better result for the home team next game for our Glasgow Giants. Thank you so much for being here and watching this game. It's always a great time, win or lose. The Flames getting a much-needed win here against a strong team so far this season in the Glasgow Giants. Thank you so much again for tuning into this game, and we'll see you at the next one. Well, that obviously wasn't the result that we wanted in that game, but I hope you did at least enjoy our first game with the commentary. I feel like I did a pretty good job there. Obviously some room for improvement, but hopefully it gives you guys a little bit more something to look forward to with this series. I don't think there's a lot of people that are doing that, so we're trying to break the mold a little bit, trying to be a little bit different. But we'll do a little recap here. We are 16-7-4 so far to start this season. Where are we in the standings? That's my question. Giants, we are 4th in our division. The division is very strong, apparently. So I thought we'd be doing much better with that record. It looks like pretty much everyone in the league is actually doing pretty darn well compared to us. I mean, here I thought we were doing extremely well. We'll take a look and see where we sit in our actual division, but I want to say we're in the West. Are. Alright, we're 4th in our division, in our conference, so that's still pretty good. We've got a lot of people right on our heels though, as you can see. But these top 3 teams are very strong. Very strong. Where is Chicago this year? Wow, Chicago has fallen quite a bit. I mean, it's still early in the season, so we never know what might happen, but so far, so good. I am impressed with these boys in terms of point production. Obviously, our last game there, we didn't get any points, but Clarence Pete, like I said, picking up right where he left off. Burns is having a hell of a season. Thornton still looking good. Everybody else is looking pretty good. My only real concern, if I'm being honest, is Mantha. I'd like to see Mantha produce a little bit more. You know, he's well under the point per game mark, and I was hoping that he'd be much closer to it. So we'll have a look next time on the next episode. So without further ado, thank you so much for being here at the Baker and Tymo show. This has been a blast, and we'll see you at the next episode of the Big Damn Team Challenge.